Ooh, I just got a toy. I got my heavy pick. And for heavy pick, I picked the Crael. I know, I'm a typical missile build kind of guy, but I've wanted this mech for a while. And it was really a toss up between the Crael, and I know you're going to think this is stupid, the Revenant. Yes, the Mad Dog Revenant. I really like that mech because it's got 2 energy points in the center torso, and then if you add the arms, I think they're the B arms, you get, or maybe it's the prime, I can't remember. But if you add the arms where you get 3 energy, what I do is I do 8. I've had it before. I still have it, I think, somewhere. Yeah. Anyway, you do 8 micro pulses, and then 4 LRM-15s, and then you've got lots of ammo. And when you do the micro pulses, you just really can crush armor. It's really effective. Anyway, so for my heavy mech choice for the beach party, I chose the Crael. Let's see if I can find it. Here we go. And there's a Warhammer. And look at this. It says it's a Crael, but it looks like a Joker. I don't know. That's kind of weird. Let's check it out, though. Oh, yes. Oh, very yes. Very, very yes. I have wanted this mech for so long. You know what it looks like from the back? It looks like Starscream. Like a beefed up Starscream, you know, with the thick legs. Almost like God, what's the Decepticon leader's name? You guys probably know. Anyway. I really love this one. And I like the fact that the head has the head of the Skull Squadron from Robotech. So with this, it looks like these jet engines. So this looks a lot like it's a transformed into the mobile unit of the flying one, of the Skull Squadron jet, the F-14. And this just looks so sick. I really love the way this mech turned out. And of course, on the battlefield, it is just a nightmare. Especially, look at those claws it's got. It just looks really sick. Yes. Let's take a look at this guy. So why did I want this mech? Well, look at it. It's got 4 SRM-6s, and it's got 10 machine guns with 2 medium lasers. Well, first of all, I'm going to ixnay the lasers probably, or at least go with small expulses. And let's see if I can go with Ferris. I don't think I can. Wow, you can. So that's going to lighten the load a little bit. And then that way I can boost up the armor, because that's what it needs. Oh, 12 armor in the rear. God. Somebody has little faith in their mech. PGI. I don't think anybody runs 12 in the rear. Except for maybe John Holmes might be running 12 in the rear, but he's dead. Whatever his brother's name is. The other guy with the big dick. I don't know. I don't pay attention to people with big dicks, other than myself. Anyway, so 64.8. I've got the armor maxed out now. I've got a standard engine, though. God, that sucks. Let's go with a light engine. Oh, now that's better. Now, as far as the ammo goes, I am sure as hell not going to be leaving them in these torsos, because this is an inner sphere mech. You're just basically asking for trouble. And I'm going to put these over here, like that. And as far as the heat sinks go, do you have to have these? No, you don't. Cool. So I don't have any heat sinks on here right now, but let me show you what the benefit of double heat sinks is. So right now, the heat management is 1.14. Just by switching up 1.26. I haven't added any heat sinks, but the engine itself does have heat sinks on board. It has 10 of them built in. And so just by switching it, not even adding it on there, I've increased the cooling efficiency. And that's with having 4 SRM6s and having 2 small X pulses on board. So theoretically, I could make these 2 medium X pulse lasers. It's an option. It's worth thinking about. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this down to here and add the targeting computer, advanced sensor package. And that's going to scale me up a little bit. And then I'm going to add laser AMS, because why not? It's going to change my heat efficiency, but that's only going to affect me if I'm using these and all these at once. Now we've got a heat shield or heat scale here issue. Or no, I've got a warning. Too many weapons equipped. The max allowed is 16. There's a max weapons that you can have. That doesn't make any sense. $10, $11, $12, $13, $14, $15, $16, and then the laser. You can only have 16 weapons on board. What kind of crazy nonsense is that? That doesn't make any sense. So I've got. Let's see here. I want to even this out a little bit because this looks just really wonky to me. So I've got that on board. I can't do anything else. What about making the engine just a little bit faster? Because the speed on this is 103, or no, the firepower is 103.5. The speed's 64.8. What happens if I go up to a bigger motor? Ooh. Now I can put a heatsink on board because I didn't have room before. Now I'm going to put a heatsink on board the engine. Now my heat management went way up. Do I gain anything by going up to the next size? Let's see. Look at that. No effect in weight. But I went up in speed, right? Speed is 69.8. So I went up one kilometer per hour. Too heavy. So now I'm sitting at this number here. And I pretty much maxed out on the toys that I can add on this. Because you can't add any more weapons, which is really weird. I don't understand. But 71 kph is more than fast enough. And I'm maxed out on all the toys. Can I add any ammo maybe? Let's add a case protection. And then I'll add a half a ton of ammo. And in this case, I'm going to add it. I'm going to add it to the missiles. Why? Because if I lose the arms, I still may have the missiles to be able to fire as weapons. Add a cool shot, even though my heat management is really good, considering the weapons on board. Cockpit. This is one of the few mechs I barely changed anything with because this is just... somebody was telling me when they got this mech, they said, dude, don't even change the features. It's so well set up, you won't even need to. Demon girl with her wings that wiggle. Unfortunately, the booty doesn't wiggle, but you know, take what you can get. I'm not a big fan of hanging things, but that's not bad. Clan X-Horn, that'd be funny to put on here. It's not bad. Oh, this is one of my favorite ones. Especially since I got guns on board. Yeah, absolutely. And since I always mispronounce the name of this thing, I'm going to call this Crael. As in the character from Firefly with the big ugly tattoo on his face. Skills. Absolutely. Max these out. Well, that's a little much. I think that's about right. That should give me 91. Yep. Not too worried about heat management or speed, because I got that all covered. Can you tell I've been doing this a while? I know what I want. Not too worried about velocity, but I definitely want range. I'm going to put one into the heat just in case. And I don't have enough significant range to even make the value of having the range feature on here. And I'm going to give this a try just like this. This thing's a beast. Oh, look at that. All the machine guns. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I didn't know there was a limit of how many weapons you could put on a mech. It's just weird to me. Those are already set up in the perfect spot. The only thing I'm going to change about this is a little bit of the coloring. Owned color. I actually like the dark blue up top. In fact, I think I'm going to go with that color there. And that there. And then what does this do? Oh, that changes that color? Oh, yeah. That is sexy. Oh, man, that is absolutely sexy. Oh. Definitely keeping this. And I'm just going to take this in the test round. Just just humor me. I just want to see how this thing really looks and plays. $8,090 rounds. 9,000 essentially. Hello, let me introduce you to my little friend.
Target acquired. Target destroyed. New target acquired.
Very not bad. Look at the so with the features that I've added to this, I've managed to get the range set up on the SRM6s all the way up to 310. And the machine guns have a pretty fair good range. Let's see how far back I can go. But even so, the small X-pulse lasers and the SRMs will still travel. Wow. Let's see what this looks like.
Target destroyed.
The heat management is really good. I'm really impressed. Yeah, this is definitely a keeper. I'm going to keep this exactly the way it is. I might play with it at some point or another, and maybe go with a pair of like SRMs, 10s on it or something, and then have close quarters as well. Yeah.